On play action. Love to throw. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now Love. And he'll just get rid of it.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Naylor. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor, 77 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here this third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw now, here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the gun, Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Love now. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point from McManus is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing is McCarthy. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brought in by Dobbs on the comeback route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Love, they go play action now. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, 28 yards. And the Packers will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
McManus's point after is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. To the air with McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Addison will go in motion left. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
An inside give to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Love looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by a field goal. 1:47 on the clock. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Second and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Oh, he stays up. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And running with power here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Now Love. Watson making the catch. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Love looking to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's 1st and goal. Love. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
All right, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed tonight's video. As always, I appreciate all the love and the support. I appreciate, if I haven't said this before, I'll say it again. I appreciate you guys for the 67 subscribers. Thank you, guys. That is a blessing in itself, man. Like, we came so far from where we used to be at, bro. And I just want to thank God is always number one. I have to thank God. I have to thank my family, you guys as well. You guys are family as well. I thank you guys, because if it ain't for y'all subscribing, liking, and commenting on, not just my videos, anybody's videos, this wouldn't be possible at all. So, we have to pray. I have to pray. Now, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'll speak for myself. I pray for you guys all the time. I'm a God person. I'm with God. He walks by me. I walk by God. I'll say it like that. And I just love doing the right thing. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I made mistakes. But that's the thing, though. I mean, we're all human. And God give us a second chance to turn our lives around, in which I have done I don't want to say some horrible, but I have done bad things in my life that I regretted. But God forgave me for what I've done. And I've been turned my life around a couple of years ago as a kid. And now I'm 17 years old. I'm kind of almost an adult. And a lot of things have, didn't change, like the law and stuff like that. So it's kind of like the things that you got away with when you was younger, you're not going to be able to do it at my age. You know what I'm saying? Or you guys' age, because most of you guys that watch my video are older, which is perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Which I love. But people be coming up to me in school or at the store and stuff like that, be asking me, they wanted me to give them some video tips and sign autographs. I took a couple of pictures. But yeah, we're gonna keep this show on the road, keep going. Just let you guys know, once again, Friday, where I'm not gonna be here. Me and my brother is not gonna be here Friday. So when we come back Sunday, I'm gonna have some videos waiting for y'all, man. This is just a little break for you guys. Seeing me and hear my voice for a little bit. I know you guys need a break from me because we post every single day. Um, but yeah, that's all I have to say. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss another video, because we are posting every single day. We've been doing that ever since we've been out of school for summer break. That's what we've been doing, is posting. I've been posting my butt off, bro. The grind never stops, baby. Make sure you keep God first. Be humble. Be blessed. Have a blessed night. Make sure you be grateful for everything that you get. Make it sometimes that you can talk to God. He wakes you up. I'm mainly it was a story. Just have time for God. You know what I'm saying? He wakes you up every morning. So if he has time to go out of his day to wake you up, you should have time out of your day to go pay him a visit or talk to him or read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's all he wants. That's all he wants. I promise you. But I love y'all, man. I'm about to go to sleep. Get ready for school tomorrow. Do it all over again. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. Love, love, love. Jolly, get out.